All right, okay, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Rumble number 7 community chat. With us here today, we have Madgoose and Maverick of the Wolfpack. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
We have Piemanlives of Cake.
Hello, everyone.
We have Onezals of the Sky Invading Rhinos. Right, we have Onezals of the Sky Invading Rhinos. We have Andros and Dalruis of the Bully Boys.
Howdy. Hello.
And we have Skrimskraw of
Hello.
the Glowwater Thralls. Hello, guys. Nice to have you all here today. What a lovely big community chat. Right, we've got a lot of games to get through, as always. Let me just see if I can bring the tournament brackets back up. For some reason, they're down. The first match of the night was
Thralls versus Sky Invading
Thralls versus Rhinos. Yes, Thralls versus Sky Invading Rhinos. Okay, now Thralls. I mean, yeah. Okay, Thralls, talk me through that match since Onezals doesn't appear to be here right now.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you are good. Right, brilliant. Okay, your first match that was on Canyons. You had some very tentative engages there. What happened there, Scrim?
Basically, we thought we were gonna do something in the beginning where we lost engagement, and so we basically got a little stressed out over the situation of them sniping us. So we decided to hide behind something and wait for them to come to us, which were fairly successful, but yeah, they pulled it back again in the end. So yeah.
Okay. How did you feel
match.
about that Canyons game, Onezals?
Yeah, in general, we didn't really prepare for this rumble and just wanted to try out some stuff. We've literally thought about a strategy within the game chat because of some late arriving team members. So sorry to organization for the delay. Yeah, and we just tried a couple of builds and tried to have fun. And yeah, one of them was the sniping build. Yeah, and I don't know, it didn't run entirely smoothly, especially those engagements at the, what map border is it? I think the western map border, close to the blue spawn, where this little valley is, and where we had our ongoing engagement. I don't know how long it lasted, 3-4 minutes, and we weren't able to focus the junker and take it out for whatever reason. Yeah, in general, sniping builds, total route a little, worked out, but not too well. Yeah.
Okay, well, all right. I mean, hard luck, guys. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah. So the Glowwater Thralls did manage to win that series.
I just have a quick question for the Thralls. You know, I know that you guys like your spires, but you've usually used like longer range spires. What made you take a Hwacha and then a Carronade spire in this case?
Yeah, basically, so last 2 times we've been playing, we have not really been playing with the thing we've practiced. Just going on with, how do we try to counter this? But this time we decided to go in with a general preset ship build, and we tried the Hwacha against Wolfpack in one of the later matches, but in general we just feel like that the Carronade is an insane option on the Spire in some matches. But yeah, I think we should go long range in Canyon with it next time. But it's a thing that Graphic has. He wants to play the Spire, so he gets to play the Spire. So he basically just chooses the setup he wants. But I personally think that Hwacha Spire is a horrible choice.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, Graphic, he won with it, didn't he? You won that series.
One of
with-
the series, but I think he won the matches that they won. It was a carronade.
It was the
on there instead of
blender,
War.
the blender spire. But yeah, you're right. Absolutely. I mean, the blender spire does could do horrific damage, especially when you synergize it with that mortar, as you were doing. Okay, well, moving on. The Glowwater Thralls managed to defeat the Sky Invading Rhinos 2-1, which leads us to Overwatch versus the Aeronautical Knights. Now, I forgot to introduce. How could I forget to introduce Mr. Ace Rimmer, the man, the legend, the hero himself, Mr. Ace Rimmer? Please say hello, sir.
Smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for breakfast.
Oh, what a guy.
Hi, Rimmer.
Anyway, yes, nice to see you, Rimmer. Okay, so you'll have to narrate to me, basically, how you defeated Aeronautical Knights, because that match was not streamed.
Let's just say the exact opposite to what happened
Hang
in
on,
the Cake Watch
wait.
match.
Yes, there is someone else from Aeronautical Knights here, I think. Max, you're from Aeronautical Knights, right?
Yes. No, I'm not.
Wait, no, you're not. Who are you then? Who are you from? Oh, you're Gryphos, right? Sorry. You're right. Sorry. Hang on. So many different people. The Skype names and the in-game names, I get them mixed up. Okay, so we've got 2 people from Overwatch here. Yes, nice to have you here. Gryphos Fellsummer of Overwatch, as well as Mr. Ace Rimmer, but we don't have anyone from Aeronautical Knights, so you two will have to narrate what happened for me.
The exact opposite of what happened in the Cake Watch match. We were communicating really well between each other, and we had our crews working really well as well, which they did in the Cake Watch, but unfortunately we weren't able to turn that into actually being able to take down Cake.
Yes, very
no,
much.
Hi, Rimmer.
the dual Hades. What can I say about the dual Hades? I think if the Aeronautical Knights were here, they might have a few things to say about it, because in that match, it was just incredible. Puppy Fur and I had been messing around earlier on today, seeing what it was like, and we just realised that if you can get it working right, it's such a powerful weapon. And the fact that we had a Mobula with a carronade, gat, and mortar on it as well, coming in close to be able to take that hull armor down, they could just, as much as we were stripping, they were stripping as well, and it was chaos. Organised chaos, but chaos.
Well, it definitely seems to work for you very well in that match. I mean, I think Imagine has some questions for you regarding that Mobula and regarding
the. I'm dubbing that the Swiss Army Mobula, because you pretty much had every single gun you can possibly fit on there, and one of each is, usually you see a pairing of guns even on the Mobula. I'm just curious as to why you went with the loadout what you did. I mean, it was a beacon, a gat, a mortar, a carronade, and a flak or something.
Basically, up top I had the mortar. The 2 bottom guns were a gatling and a carronade, and the side guns were a flare and a mine launcher. And the Swiss Army Mobile is now patented. And basically, my logic was that basically the side 2 guns are just utility. I mean, you're not really ever going to use them except for specific circumstances. So really you're just using the front 3. And I thought, well, I could get some standard piercing explosive damage in there, but why not also have a carronade? Yeah, you're covering all bases. You're the jack of all trades.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, as I was saying during the cast, I could definitely see through engagements what it was trying to do, but it was just really strange to me to see these almost hodgepodge of guns just being thrown on there. So that's why I was curious about what made you exactly take that specific loadout. Of course, that was later on in the matches versus Cake, where it seemed to not work out as great. But it looks like during the match versus Aeronautical Knights, you guys managed to make both the ships work very well.
In the Knights game, it was wrecking shit. I'm telling you.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll be able to catch those on YouTube later.
Yeah, we'll talk more about those builds later. But now it's on to Bully Boys versus Cake. Andros, Dalruis. What went wrong, guys?
Yeah, I already know what went wrong there. I didn't get the time to blow my battle horn.
Oh, bugger, that must have been it.
Yeah.
Oh, shucks.
No,
No,
there's
there
no real
wasn't.
excuse. It was just not enough. We didn't practice beforehand. We made a lot of mistakes, and Cake played very well and took advantage of each and every one of those mistakes we made.
Yeah, they played really well, and Dalruis and I, we haven't piloted together before, so yeah.
It was just basically it was your first ever competitive match as a pilot, wasn't it, Andros?
Yeah, it was. And with a new keyboard, I'm not used to the setup yet.
Fair enough.
Okay, fair enough,
did
mate.
you guys have issues with communication? Because Bolana was saying something in chat, asking if you guys were able to talk to each other again. Was that a problem that was going on, or what was going on?
No, we had an issue with communication before the game, so I didn't have an extinguisher on the top of my Pyramidion, so I couldn't put out the balloon fire.
Oh, okay, so that's why you. I was watching
Yeah.
that. It's like that's still on fire. Why has that been on fire the entire time? Okay, all right, makes sense.
We had a small problem there, so I had to get him to leave the match and come back with the extinguisher.
Ah, okay, I gotcha. All right, that makes a little bit more sense. Well, yeah, those matches generally seem to not go the way you wanted to. I mean, there are some weird engagements there where like one of you were turned forward and the other one was turned to the side, and I just couldn't get like focus fire going on. And
yeah, we couldn't get the focus fire working, and we need to work on our communication a bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully next week we can get two pilots who've actually got, a fair bit of experience flying together.
No,
unfortunately,
I think if Dalruis and I pilot a lot more together, we actually could get a really strong team going.
Yeah, it's just
We
you
had
need
the theory.
to practice together.
We did. Yeah. We had some amazing tactical discussions before, and it's just they didn't sort of come off in the games.
One thing I was wondering, Dalruis and Andros, is that neither of you had any vertical movement tools. And that kind of made me die a little inside. Why was that exactly?
Did I not have hydrogen?
Yeah, I was actually.
I'm pretty sure I had hydrogen.
Using that.
Oh yes, you had hydrogen, but Andros, you had like you had Drogue, Phoenix Claw, and Moonshine.
Yeah, I'm not going out with my Phoenix Claw, and I like having the Moonshine nowadays. And I needed the dropshoot.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So in the meantime, Cake, definitely you guys, you are still here, right?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay.
Yep. Okay,
Right,
you
so,
guys definitely rocked that match.
Yep. I did want to, because you guys didn't change loadouts through the entire tournament, right? You guys stuck with the same loadout?
I'm pretty sure I know I did, but I'm not entirely sure about my fellow captain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which were you the Stardust Angel or the other?
I was the Angel.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you guys did like a fantastic job of keeping yourselves alive for through many engagements. Now, just out of curiosity, what made you take the Carronade Banshee sides? Was that practice beforehand, or was that something that you were trying here out for the first time?
It wasn't really something we practiced before. It's something I've used in the past, but not really actively used before.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, Maverick.
Just out of curiosity,
yeah,
if
Fair
this was the first time you were using it or not. All right, so Cake won that 2-0.
Cake won that 2-0. Yeah, of course. Moving on. Wolfpack versus the Glowwater Thralls. Again, another game was not on the stream. We had to watch it later on YouTube. Everyone go to the CE Sports YouTube channel, please. It's brilliant. Tell me, what happened in that match? Narrate it for me, Wolfpack.
And
that was a really hard match. I mean, I was thrown. I don't know how my keyboard survived, because I think I threw it against the wall a couple times.
You actually lost one of those games, didn't you?
Yeah, it was not a good feeling.
It was on Dula at Dawn, actually, because they had the Carronades on us and they kept popping our balloon, and Matt was like, "Where's the junker?" And I was like, "Right ahead of me." And he's like, "Spot him for me." And I was like, "Okay."
Dude,
it was awful. I hate Dual Dawn. Where's Northern Fjords when you need it?
Not in this map pool. Scrim, how did you feel about the game you guys played against Wolfpack? If you're still here.
Yeah,
I know you ended up losing, but
yeah, I think the first match was in general what what you would expect to see from us last 2 weeks. But the second match that we won was actually pretty intense on both sides. It was pretty open match. Yeah, so it was a weird feeling to actually win over Wolfpack in the end. Just one match, but yeah, the Paritan Rumble match is like Paritan Rumble for me is like the most hated map. So yeah, the feeling of having those two carronades on me instantly and just dying within seconds, that was something.
Yeah, we actually changed our loadout on the third match when we lost. I've been working with since the patch. I've been working with a double carronade front Pyrrha. One gunner using incendiary rounds and the other one using heavy clip, and so we gave that a run on them on the third match, and it worked pretty well.
Oh, so that's something that you guys have been deciding. Are you using it any other map than Paritan Rumble, or are you just using it on that map?
Yeah, actually, we will use it when we lose. So that was more the decision. Like, all right, that didn't work. Let's try our other one. So
fair enough. I was saying, do you guys remember what the scores were for that for those matches? Because
the second match was what 5-4, right?
No. It was our first match with Glowwater Thralls was I think we went 5 and they got 1. I think, and then I know the second match they got 5, we got 1.
Yeah, that's right. They destroyed us. Yeah.
And then the third match we got 5 and they got 1.
Oh, okay. So it's 5-1 all around. Okay, but those are usually closer than you think that they were. Well, so definitely congratulations there.
I look forward to watching those matches on the CE Sports YouTube channel. Anyway,
me too.
Which you should go double plug combo. Anyway, moving on. Overwatch versus Cake. Now that was a very, very interesting game.
Brick, I can't wait to watch that back and see because I love watching the stream when I'm not playing and seeing you get really, really vocal and really into it. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I got into it all right. Mostly just kind of, a lot of the times it was sort of a little bit in bafflement of some of the choices you're making there. I think there wasn't a lot of focus fire from you guys in Overwatch, was there?
Yeah, we would. Essentially, what happened was a breakdown in communication between myself and Gryphos, where I'd call a target, but either I'd wind up shooting the opposite target, or he couldn't see the target that I'd called. So we definitely agree that it was the split fire that almost, not to take anything away from Cake, because they played an absolutely amazing match in that one.
I mean, you can definitely see that they were like, once they found a target, they were going for that target. I mean, that started from the very start when they just absolutely destroyed the Mobula like within 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Gryphos.
You better be.
No apologies, Pieman. One of the rules of the Cake Watch Alliance is that we're friends when we're on the same team, but there is no quarter given when we're against each other, and there was certainly no quarter given by you guys in that match.
No quarter, no we spied Purge the Heretics. Anyways.
I think what really helped Cake win that was the fact that Wildfire, it was double Hades, and I believe Cake's Pyramidion was flak Hades. I mean, the combination of the two it was a bit more well-rounded. Would you agree with that, Cake?
I don't really know. I missed that completely. Sorry about that.
Right, okay. One of your Pyramidions had Hades flak, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong. And I think that, yes, it gave you the advantage over the Overwatch Pyramidion, I feel, that just had two Hades. Yeah. It gave you more killing power, that was my point. Would you agree with that?
I'd say so, yeah.
I mean, they won the game, so...
And yeah, I mean, your focus fire and piloting was just brilliant in that match, Cake, as it was in your match against the Bully Boys. Any comments on that, or are you just blushing with modesty?
It was more of just a case of you see a target and you kind of want to take it down, and so we kind of wanted to take down the Mobula as much as possible because it was exclusive. Sorry about that, Gryphos.
Well, in the end, it was the terrain that finished me off. which
That
is
was-
extreme
that was partially Rumble.
Yeah. Oh, you were using the terrain so well in Parisian Rumble. Just the way you were just kind of kiting them around those buildings and using them to evade Overwatch's attack. They could never kind of get a good beat on you in Parisian.
Oh God, that map.
Now, I do have a question in that map, because there was one moment when the Pyramidion on the Overwatch side had died. The Maverick has been backing up, and then you suddenly turn and go head first back into the Pyramidion into a 2-on-1. Like, do you remember that at all, or was there some sort of reasoning why you just charged back in there instead of continuing to back out?
At that moment.
I have my reasons.
Do you know
And they were, or is that just a trade secret?
basically, my idea was Sun Tzu says that in
What?
Go on.
It
Oh
is
man.
the
Go
most
on.
important to attack the enemy's strategy, and they were expecting me to finish off that Pyramidion and do well in that match. I cunningly decided to catch them out by not focusing the Pyramidion and losing the match.
Can we see that we did that too?
So it's a matter of you lost the match, but in fact you're just preparing for the war.
Exactly.
All right.
There will be vengeance.
Okay.
There will be vengeance.
There will be love.
And
So,
also,
yeah.
I must say, Cake, I'm sorry for after the first match unleashing my true demon form in the lobby.
Oh man. That was the scariest thing ever.
I'm sorry, it happens when I'm killed by the
Much blood
terrain.
was spilt.
Well, I mean, Andros, Gryphos, both going for the sort of tricking Cake by not doing as well as they'd be expecting strategy. However, Wolfpack in the final game of the map was just Wolfpack, and obviously Maverick never thinks about strategy. So
What's the strategy? Who's Sun Tzu?
I
I've been
yes,
confused the past 5 or 6 minutes. I really have no idea what's been going on.
No, I have a comment on like the first engagement versus Cake on Wolfpack.
Go for it.
Okay, and no, so like moment we get into the game with Wolfpack, we and my ally decide we're gonna to get together, but in the end he gets velcroed on something. It was hilarious.
Oh, so that's what happened to the junker there?
No, it was our ally. There. I've no idea.
We're talking about the Duel at Dawn map, right?
Yeah, Duel at Dawn.
Where one of you were like very, very up high and the other one of you were very down low, and the Wolfpack just absolutely obliterated the Pyramidion?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's a Pyramidion who got velcroed somewhere.
On that maneuver, but what happened there was I got stuck onto a piece of wreckage, and he got stuck on a piece of wreckage.
Ew. Okay.
And so like I was trying to go up, and so I hit the wreckage above me. I was like, well, I can't get out of this. And then he gets Wolfpacked, which was
Yes.
That's a correct term. That's a scientific term.
This will be a scientific term of Guns of Icarus. We need to write these down. I'm gonna pull up Word. Give me a moment here.
Okay, so that's because that was going to be one of my
that's
questions of what happened at the starting engagement there when it just seemed like you guys weren't like ready for the game to begin or something.
It was like, where was the junker in that first engage? Where? Oh dear.
I was rather thought he was like velcroed below me, so I was trying to go down to guard him as he got out.
But he was
Oh
up.
dear.
The
Oh
entire
dear.
time.
Gotcha.
That's a real dilly of a pickle, as they say. Now, the second was Parisian.
Oh, I want to talk about that.
Paritan.
I want to talk about that first match.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 hour and 30-minute mark of the stream. It was the very last kill. Dude, you guys rammed us. The Pyrrha rammed us so well. They had us dead to rights. In fact, it was so much that my crew decided we're not going to even shoot. We're just going to repair. I put on bumpers, and then we all collectively prayed to whatever gods we prayed to that Goose would come save us. So that was intense.
We were firing upon the junker because we had him in target, and then we see the Pyramidion come in and slam Maverick, and we're like, we should probably go for that one.
And you rammed him as well.
Yeah, I try to push him out of his arcs.
Oh, the three-way ram.
Oh yeah, that was like a little triangle of Pyramidions that were all firing onto each other. I remember that one. Okay.
Yeah, it was intense. Hold on. We weren't shooting. We were only repairing. We had abandoned the guns. Yes.
Right.
It was the Trimidian.
Yes. At the 2-hour 30 mark. By the way, I just listened to the cast of it, and you guys were screaming a lot, which was pretty funny to listen to.
Well, it was tremendously exciting. It was just that sort of match where, like, towards the end of that match, especially, it was like, so many cases of like, oh, almost dead but not quite, almost dead but not quite, and those matches tend to produce a lot of screaming on the part of the casters. But anyway, especially if your name's Brick Hardcastle. Yes, I scream when I'm playing those games as well. I think I scream even more.
You should try
Andros.
You should try being an engineer when he's on a squid.
Yes, you do scream more. You definitely do scream more during the game.
Andros and SirDaftwagger, of course, are well aware how much I scream in a competitive match. Anyway, but anyway, any other comments on Duel at Dawn before we move to the final match of the night? The final match of the night, by the way.
The final match of the night.
Wait. The final match of the night?
Hold on a
the
second.
final
I remember
match?
there being a couple more matches.
Now, the final match of the Sunday Rumble, the final match of the night was something different.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
All right, so let's move on to that one.
The final official game of the night was Aratan Rumble, Wolfpack versus Cake.
Now, so you did take the double carronade into that one, but you didn't lose the game before, did you?
Okay, that's a fair point. So we kind of felt like that it worked so well the match before, and I was like, you know what, let's just roll with it. And also, Humasius, he loves double carronade Pyrrha even before the patch happened, and he said, go. He's like, we must do double carronade. I'm like, all right, man, let's do it. So,
I mean, I think it's a very good choice for that map in particular because popping balloons and ramming into terrain is a very good combination there.
Yeah, and I think also Huma wanted to set some fires with our incendiary rounds because it was Cake, so I think he wanted to do that too.
Fair enough.
Okay. I think the Cake did a lot of great sort of maneuvering through tight areas in those junkers. But I think Cake was finding it just kind of awkward to get the focus fire on Wolfpack. I mean, just as always, Wolfpack just so fast, so aggressive.
Oh yeah.
What are your feelings on that, Cake?
I don't really know. It was mostly it was trying to get our guns on them, but with their carronades, which were brilliant by the way, we'd be below them, above them, and just trying to organize ourselves with all the disabling was kind of terrifying. Not really terrifying, but you know.
So I've got to ask, as far as the Cake mentality was, were you guys you intimidated at all by the fact that you had lost game one as bad as you did, and or with the score that you did, I should say, and you were really against the wall there against a team that has won several the past Sunday Rumbles. I'm just wondering because you had like one of your team members saying, "Well, at least we got a kill," and that's I feel like that sometimes.
That's typical Cake mentality for you. We weren't really terrified, per se.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a little intimidating to go up against Wolfpack, because, the Wolfpack. But, according to the Cake thing, which is just, we got a kill, so it's alright, is we feel successful if we get a kill on any team, really.
Fair enough. Okay.
Absolutely.
Especially against the Ducks.
And in this case, the Wolfpack.
In this case, the Wolfpack, which was a lot of fun to play against you guys again.
And you guys did really well getting to the finals. I think Balana made a comment about this patch being very good for Cake on the whole. I mean, would you agree with that, Pieman?
Fire everywhere.
Absolutely. It's like I was just saying. It's like the Hades cannon was just created especially for Cake. I mean, now they can set fires and penetrate the armor at the same time. Would you agree that it's something that really favors you, something that you like?
Yeah, I like it.
They did use 2 Hades guns on the front. So, or was that? No. Sorry, that was Overwatch.
That was actually Overwatch. Cake restrained themselves to 1 on the Pyramidion.
Yeah.
Well, they did make use of the Banshee being a little bit buffed as well from that. But
Yeah, I mean, sort of weapons like the Gatling have been a little bit nerfed, more quote unquote conventional weapons that sort of Cake usually has to face. More conventional weapons has been nerfed in some ways, like kind of more cake-like weapons being created and then sort of slightly buffed. I think it was a good patch.
It was
for Cake.
a good patch. It was a good patch.
And yeah, it's just in all, it was just a good patch for the whole game, because we're starting to see a lot of different kind of things rather than just Gap Mortar every single game.
Well, I mean, cake patch or no cake patch, it was in the end Wolfpack pulling it out, doing a fantastic job. So definitely congratulations to you guys, and we'll see if you can carry on your defense of your title in the next Sunday Rumble. Hopefully you guys will be there.
I mean, I plan on it. I think my 49ers have a bye week this week, so I'll definitely be there.
God, don't even look at the score with the 49ers, man.
I was just pointing out that what an incredible feat it is that the Wolfpack have actually achieved. I mean, they're not just kind of playing one match a week and winning it. They are winning an entire tournament every week, which is a truly spectacular achievement. I mean, Mav, at this point, are you feeling, Mav and Goose, really, are you feeling pressure to live up to expectations, that kind of thing?
I'm honestly not, because at the end of the official match, like when we actually won the tournament, I was like, cool, what do we play next? And then I was like, no, that was the last one. I was like, I want to play again.
And then here's Cake saying, no, we're not ending this yet. No, we're going to another match.
That's right.
I wanted to go best of 7.
Oh, man. Yes!
Yes, there was a completely unofficial match after, the last game. We did stream it, yes, and I cast it. And I thought, it was so Cake actually won that. They waited until after the official series was over, but they did win it. Good job, Cake. The consolation victory there.
Consolation, yeah. It's like the tissue for Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Also, about the patch notes, with all the different changes and stuff going on, I like it a lot more because it gives a lot more viable meta builds, I guess you could say. Because you can do like a Hades flak, which would be good at about 2-ship range or so. Or probably a little bit more than that.
If you were finished. That was something I did want to ask you guys in the Wolfpack about. I mean, on the whole, I'd say Wolfpack kind of... I basically would have to say were nerfed somewhat by that patch. I mean, obviously, you guys go double Pyramidion, and the Pyramidions were nerfed. The Gatling was nerfed.
The mortar was kind of balanced. To give it a little bit of spread, put an actual range on it, but it increased the direct hit damage, so it kind of just balanced it out. But I
feel the Gatling nerf pretty hard, though. Honestly, I mean, when we would focus fire, we would used to be able to strip hull if we focus fire and if we were close. But now I feel like people can repair through it pretty quick. The main thing for me is I was fine with them nerfing us. Or buffing the long range weapons, which they did as well. But to do both seemed a bit overkill to me, and it was a bit frustrating. I mean, we didn't face any sniping teams this week, but I mean, if we were to face, say, like the Ducks, I feel like we'd have a lot of trouble with as much as they buffed the flak and other long range weapons like that, and the Spire.
Oh, that's Spire buff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Spire really needed it.
Yeah, it did, actually. It's still
you guys
agree with that. I agree with that
for too long.
Yeah. No, I agree with buffing. I just don't feel like it needed to be both. I feel like they went too far by doing both sides. I feel like they could have just buffed the long range weapons, just buff the Spire, and leave the rest of it alone. But to do both nerf close range weapons and buff long range weapons seemed a bit of a pendulum swing.
Obviously, you have been watching the Sunday Rumble and just seeing you guys, wreck everything. What's the deal there?
I mean, I don't feel like we faced many sniper teams. I mean, the toughest team we fought, the toughest match was against the sniper team today. But I don't know.
Okay. All right then. Well, I think that's sort of wrapped up all the discussion for the matches as they occurred. Are there anything else anyone plugs or shout outs or anything anyone wants to get off their chest right now?
Maybe
Can I
a
be
confirmation
Asian?
from last night.
Okay, everyone sort of spoke at once there. Mr. Rimmer, you first.
Cogs last night, right during the end chat thingy where I posted in the Twitch stream about Overwatch entering the Cogs. Just as a confirmation, I think what's going to happen is Overwatch is going to enter their own team into the Cogs, and I think if Cake can get the guys that want to do it, they'll enter their own team into the Cogs as well for Season 3. So you'll have a Cake Watch presence, but it'd be a bit like the Ducks have got the Paddling, the Brood, and the Raft. We'll have an Overwatch team and a Cake team.
The Ducks have 3 teams. It was ridiculous.
Okay. I was going to ask for a little bit of clarification about the whole Cake Watch. Are you guys going to sort of share points? I'm not sure if you guys even care or know about it, but there's that whole point system. I mean, are you guys going to start sharing? Yeah.
The official Muse competitive list.
Muse competitive scene. I was just interested. You guys can start sharing points on that, or are you just going to still be separate?
Essentially, we'll share members between each other if we're not in the same competition as each other, or even if we got excess where we can go, right, you're going to be with Overwatch for this tournament, depending on what the rules are with it. But mainly, we're going to have separate rankings on the things like that, and same as so Overwatch have got the titles for the Flotsam. Well, the title they've got left for the Flotsam now, because Ducks have already taken 3 of them.
It's purely providing each other with substitutes kind of thing, then. That's and moral support, of course. Great. Okay.
Points wise, screw you, Cake. We're taking our points. You're on your own.
Right. Fair enough. Okay. Anything else? Any shout outs or things anyone wants to say?
Can I be Asian? Can that be a thing?
Can you be Asian? I don't think you can change your racial ethnicity. I
don't see why not, Brick. Well, what's wrong with
the location where you live.
Yeah, anywho, moving on.
It's alright, guys. I'm already Asian.
Okay.
And I'd like to say, next time I'm flying in a tournament, I will prove to you that my Mobula does work.
Okay.
But it does.
I look forward to it.
You actually did win the first Sunday Rumble with a Mobula, didn't you, Overwatch?
Yes, we did. Puppy Fur's Mobula.
Oh, okay then.
Which is semi-retirement at the moment.
Yes, but mine's the Swiss Army Mobula.
Yeah. I mean, Gryphos has got the Swiss Army Mobula, so
You're welcome for that name. I'll be taking parts of royalties for that one.
I just want to say, even if we didn't win, I'm really proud of my crew and my ship.
Absolutely. I mean, it was all very hard-fought matches, and definitely thanks for all the teams for showing up and participating once more. It's good to see the Sunday Rumble growing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I think if there's nothing else,
I just want to thank the Aeronautical Knights. They're awesome. We love playing with them. I wish they could have made it in a little bit farther up the bracket, especially Fallon. She works really hard. Good job for her. And that's it. We love our fans. Yeah. We have fans, which is weird, but we do.
Yeah, good job.
Well, you win a lot, you tend to end up getting fans.
I kind of wish I could play against Aeronautical Knights. I've never had a chance to do that before.
Hey, who knows? Next time, the way the dice will roll, it might be the way you want it to.
Can I propose that we continue to get a bye week if that's available? I mean, whoever the past champion is should get a bye.
Well, I think the seeding is done completely randomly, and there's no way to exclude somebody.
I'm saying we shouldn't do it at random. We should have us be out of the pool, and then you just have us have a bye.
Well, I still think, I mean, despite the fact Wolfpack have kind of turned it almost into a title that they're defending, that's not actually what it is. Each week is a separate tournament.
Wait, are you telling me we don't have a title right now?
You can have a title.
I was operating under the assumption we had a title. Damn it.
Well, no, I mean,
you have a title of We Have Fans.
4 titles, for fuck's sake.
They need more titles. These need to be things. All the titles.
We only have 1 title.
We're Rumble royalty. There you go. Boom.
Yes.
There we go.
King
I agree with
Wolfpack.
Uncle Wolves.
Wolfpack.
King Wolf and Queen Pack. Anyways.
Okay, well, this community chat's gone on to nearly the 45-minute mark, and I'm about to pass out for the lack of food, also lack of sleep. So I'm just going to say thank you very much, all the teams, for participating. Especially you, Andros, Bully Boys. Love you guys. No bias.
No bias.
Anyway, yes, thank you very much. This has... Unless anyone else...
Week?
Yep, join us next week, same bat time, same bat channel. This has been the Sunday Rumble number 7. Bye.
Have a good day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.